Say hi, Randy Pup. Wait, that's not true. Yeah, what's up, Randy Pup? That's the Randy Pup. That's the Randy Pup. He's trying to get to his toy there because that's his. Yeah. Hi, Randy Pup. Hi, buddy. How's it going, guys? Rapido, Vic here. Just me and the Randy Pup out here working on the engine. Yeah, I just want to give you a quick update. I've been working on the harness. Now, I can't finalize the harness until I want to put the engine in. So I'm not going to go ahead and finish it, wrap it, put the braided wire, the loom on it and everything. And then I get it in there and it's kind of like, wow, it's a little short, day late and dollar short like most of us. Anyways, but what I do want to do is I kind of got the harness kind of roughly laid out the way I kind of want it. Like I said, it's not 100%. I still got to, once I get it in there, I need to wrap everything with the protective or coating. Here's the downstream O2 sensor, the upstream O2 sensor. Sorry. Get the wiring. Kind of got it strapped. How I'm kind of going to do it, and then once I get it in there, everything's 100%. I will get the braided wire loom and put it on here. Get it everything correct. Okay. Got the thingamabobber there. Got the thingamabobber there. The thingamajigger there. And let me get rid of that. But got the thingamabobber there. Got it wrapped down. Probably not going to be the 100% way I'm going to do it in the end, but for now, look, got the harness run across the back, coming up, got the injectors, curl, got the curl, and then of course I had the alternator. I know it's kind of been up some, you can't see it, but alternator, even though you can only see urinator, that will run out here. And I have a extra ground here that came off some of the other stuff, so I'm just going to go ahead and connect it down here and have that. Nah, I'm going to hook it to the freaking frame. That way the frame's hooked there, and that runs down to the computer connectors. So once I put those on the fender well, I can hook that over to the firewall. That's the alternator there. See? Sorry guys, sticking my finger in the way because I'm a dummy. Got your coolant temp sensor right here. Then kind of plug it in. Click! There we go. It'll stay there for a second. But if you look, we got the wires down here that I need to wrap up with the aluminum tape. And then I have the Lego. Alright. Other than the alternator wire right there. These are all the wires I need to go to the fuse box. All the wires need to go to the fuse box. For me, actually pin them out for the fuse box. And then this little bundle of joy right here is for the pedal. That is for the pedal right here. And then you have the two right here that go to the computer. Now, I have the one here that I'm going to run separate. I don't want it part of everything. But that literally is the power to the PCM. It's curl, but whatever. And then I have this one right here that I ran back up top. It's part of the relay and everything. 47 ignition 1 volt. So that's going to be the key on. This is the constant. This one right here I do not have run up because this is going to run separate. This is for your brake switch. This goes to your brake switch that unlocks your torque converter. And unlocks that there torque converter. That way when you hit the brakes it don't stall. Yeah. And then this one's for the fuel pump relay and all that. Comes to the computer, extra lengthy. I went ahead and ran it back up and put another piece of tape on it so I know what it was. But these are all the ones right here that got to go to the fuel pump or the fuse box. Now what I'm going to do is run two of them down, stop, connect them with a single wire coming off. Now I have the non-insulated butt connectors. Those are great because you can see what the hell you're doing. You take two wires, put a third one in the center, lengthen it a little bit, and you crimp all three. Then you run that one down a little bit more. You grab another wire, connect two, put a third one in it, crimp it, run it. And this is with, heat shrink and everything. That way, if you do a connection here and then come down a little bit further and do another connection, 2-to-1, and then come down a little bit further and do 2-to-1, and then come down a little bit further and do 2-to-1, you won't end up with a big glob of freaking connected wires and everything, and then it's not flexible and it's really beat up. So, if you take two wires, well, this is a bundle of joy right now, so it's kind of hard to tell you. Kind of hard to show you right now, but let's just say I take these two wires right here. I take these two wires right here. Put a butt connector here, and then put a single wire on this end, which I have extra off of this when I cut it. So I can take this little piece, put it in it, connect it, run it down further. Now this one and another one I can connect together with another single coming off of it and connect it and come down. And by the time you get to you figure there's 4 injectors and 1 coil wire. That's 5 connections. So by the time you do it and come down, you'll have a single wire that goes into the fuse box. It'll go down, it'll split, it'll go down, it'll split, it'll go down, it'll split, and it'll be a little bit thicker than normal, but it'll be thin all the way down, so it's more flexible. Got heat shrink on it, it's protected. It sounds complicated, but it really isn't. So, it'll work out fine, everything will be great. I've seen somebody else do that, that's where I got the idea. That leaves the harness flexible instead of one big freaking connection. You don't want that, because then it's not flexible, it's hard to cover it up. You're going to see something that damn big. So when you actually leave the wires thin, it's more flexible. My transmission line coming on. And of course, I have the driver side O2 sensor, which I will be pulling back. I will be pulling back the rest of the harness because it doesn't need to be that far down. This is not the truck that this harness came off of. So, I need a harness somewhere in this area. So I can literally take this, bone it up like this. Of course, it's going to do that while I'm trying to show you. Of course it is. Take it and fold it up like this. And then shorten it. And I can just put a tie strap around that. Sorry, my dog was playing with me. He scratched me. Put a tie wrap around it like that. It shortened it up. I ain't cutting anything. And I still have the connection closer. Of course, I will be wrapping it a little bit closer. I will be doing it a little bit more because I want it a little bit tighter towards my engine. There we go. Instead of this thing going 5 miles out the back, it really comes off. Exhaust manifold comes down to the exhaust pipe, cat, right, just for the cat, it'll hook up. So I have all the extra I want. See? I just wrap it up. No cutting, no burning, no heat shrink. All I gotta do is just tie strap it, wrap it up, and then put wire loom on it. It'll be exactly where I want it. And I can do that once the manifold's in and once the exhaust pipe's in. So since they're rushing, going ahead and wrapping this thing up, getting the braided wire loom on it and hooking everything up, and then once I go to put this on and put it on the fender well, because my Crown Vic has a really shallow hood fender well clearance, so this is going to come off the engine right here. It's going to hook right here. I'm going to put the fuse block right there. Now, I really don't want to cut it and do all that until it's in the car, because then once I do, it's like, oh, great. Because guess what? There ain't no such thing as a wire stretcher. What you got is what you got. Now, you can solder, you can extend it, you can do this, you can do that. I'm already lengthening it. So if I wait a little bit and do it, once it's in the car, which I'm fixing to put the short block in the car, and even though the heads and stuff aren't done, I go ahead and set it on there and start running the fuel line. Now on this engine, the fuel line hooks to the driver's side. The Crown Vic, the fuel line comes in on the passenger side. So I get a 6A, 6A in line or 8A in line, whichever one I need. I got to figure it out. And go ahead and run it around the back of the intake. You won't see it. That will be up against the cowl. So this is on the driver's side. The fuel line comes in on the driver's side about here. So all I gotta do is just run a 6A in or 8A in line. I gotta figure out which. To here, it's returnless. The BIC was returnless in that year, so it don't matter. And it'll connect and I'll have the fuel line. Then of course ordering the headers, getting the headers in so I can see how they actually fit in the car and everything. And I mean, there's a lot I can be doing while I'm waiting on the heads to get done. But the harness, I need the heads on the car so I can go ahead and play with the wires as I do it. So my grandson's coming over in the next few weeks. We're going to drop the short block in there, then lay the heads on their intake and start playing with the harness, playing with the fuel line, ordering the headers, getting the headers in, seeing how everything hooks up, doing mock-up. That's what we're going to do. So there'll be videos here in the next few weeks of, my grandson helped me do it, which everybody knows these are for my grandkids. So anytime I get one of my boys over here to help me, it's heartwarming. I have fun with them guys. They're good kids. They work hard. They do good. I'm proud of them. But just a little update. Just want to show you guys. I'm getting it. I mean, the harness is taking a little while because it's trace this wire and then chase that wire and then chase that wire and then chase that wire and 120 degrees in the shed. And I got that little 5-inch fan puffing at me. I drag harder on my cigarette than that thing blows. If I don't want anything bigger, if I want to make a video, you guys can't hear me. The only thing you hear is woo. That ain't cool. I'll be a little bit hot so you guys can hear me. It don't matter. I don't mind. But that's where we're at. I'm going to give you guys a little quick video, a little quick update. You know, he who is coming knows who he is. So you can watch the video and catch up. When he gets here, he knows what he's doing. And my granddaughter and other grandboys, they watch it too. They're having fun with it, which is the reason why I started it. I just want to teach them guys, try to keep them into they're coming in behind us. They're the next ones. We want to keep the hot rod community going. You've got to stop and work with them. Show them. Teach them. Have some fun. All the other stuff going on out there, just walk away from it and work with them. Have fun with them. That's what we do. We're the older. We're supposed to be wiser. That don't mean we always do the right thing. Sometimes we do dumb stuff. We don't mean to, but we do. Hey, we're human. Every one of us is human. But anyways, quick update. Enjoy yourselves. Have a good evening, day, week, whatever. Deuces!